Buy or sell Norwegian Air Shuttle. First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So we can find the company here under a theme that I call Norway Brands I Like. So these are Norwegian brands that I subjectively like. Okay, so not objectively. Okay. Norwegian Air Shuttle, it's a discount airline, 6% from the 52-week low and a minus 82% pullback. So this stock got absolutely butchered during the big lockdown and also before that. So this is the stock price. So there's been all kinds of dilutions and so yeah, it's not like when you look at the chart that we can start to do something like this and be like, oh, it's we could gain approaching 100% or something like that. So the company here is very different, at least in terms of the shares available. It's very different from what we have had back here. Having said that, there definitely is the potentiality here for some substantial gains if the low is in place. The reason why this one popped up on my radar is because we do have this very interesting horizontal support level. So let's draw that in like that and do it a bit surgically. So you can see yourself that this is a very, very key level. This is definitively a level that the bulls want to see hold. So I'm going to analyze the Norwegian stock here, but there is an over-the-counter alternative, and also you can also buy it on the London Stock Exchange. So technically speaking, this looks interesting. Let's do some measurement here with the percentage tool. And just to get up here would be 36-ish%. So so if the low is in place, then there could be some very good rally ahead. This is a company that is managed, relatively well, and it's a discount airline. I have flown on these planes many times, and they are very modern. It's a good company. The problem is that they invested very, very aggressively during the good times, and maybe a bit too optimistic. So there is a certain level of risk, when you are in this industry and you assume that the good times will continue for a protracted period ahead. Looking here at the indicators, we do come from a relatively low level. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting from a contrarian perspective, but the bullish thesis is very much contingent on the horizontal support level. So now I am looking at the seasonality for the over-the-counter stock. December and January are some of the strongest months. That is bullish. Obviously, you see some nasty numbers: February, March, July, November. So the seasonality is overall very bearish, taking the average across the months. Then again, the fact is, December and January are some of the strongest months, and that increases the probability that a bullish thesis will work out. So here's the company's website. Here you can see the prices. So this is no discount. This is cheap, $40 to travel to Berlin from Oslo, $147 to Tel Aviv. This is discounts. As far as fundamental analysis goes, we do have some price targets, and the average price target is 76% above the current stock price. That is definitively towards the bullish end of the spectrum. So let's explore a bit here the correlations between the Norwegian stock and the other ways to invest. So there's a perfect long-term correlation here with the London option. The alternative way to invest in Norwegian Air Shuttle. That's good. That is what you want to see. There's a minus 66% with the S&P 500 and 49% positive with the dollar index. As a short term, we have a 99% positive with the over-the-counter alternative, which is under the NWARF ticker. Minus 46% with the S&P 500, and minus 47% with the dollar index, and basically a perfect correlation here with the London stock market way to invest in Norwegian Air Shuttle. So yeah, you could buy it from the Norwegian stock exchange, London, and also over the counter in America. I think that this one is interesting. You did see yourself that we are at horizontal support. In terms of fundamental analysis, unfortunately there's not much free stuff available, and the stuff that I do pay for is stuff that it's risky for me to like share it online to a bunch of people who haven't paid for it because of like legal stuff when it comes to stuff you pay for. Yeah. But yeah, I do think it's interesting. This horizontal support level is a huge deal, however, if the bulls are not able to stage a rally here, especially given that the seasonality is pretty decent, then that's very bad. It just is. And the thing is that there's a tremendous pessimism priced into this this stock at this point. At this company, and we did see, looking at the long-term history before things went off the rails, people were very bullish. That's the thing. So whenever you have a chart like this, when you can look at, the weekly data points, and then you look into the past, it is pretty clear that from the inception here all the way to this high, so let's actually measure it. So from this low to this high, this stock rallied 5,817%. That is very bullish. That's a huge rally. That's the kind of rally you see for a company that people are very confident about. And this was over a long period as well. Yeah, so it begs the question, is it really realistic that things are this bad at this point? Maybe it is that the market sort of has become too pessimistic. So yeah, I am more bullish than bearish, but it is contingent on horizontal support.